Hey Trentsu fans, it's me again, and I'm back with some Tekken news for you. Looking a little bit rough today, I apologize. I had a little bit of a procedure yesterday, and so I'm not quite 100% back to my usual annoying self, but rest assured I'm fine, and I will be, and I apologize for my rougher than usual appearance. So there was a little bit of Tekken news while I was under the knife, as it were. So they've officially come out and canceled the Tekken World Tour season for 2020. And you can see this over here, this statement put out by Bandai Namco on their Twitter and other channels. It says, out of an abundance of care and caution for the health and safety of tournament participants and staff, Bandai Namco Entertainment has made the difficult decision to cancel official support for all physical remaining tournament events in 2020 for Tekken Soul Calibur and Dragon Ball FighterZ World Tours, respectively. Now, they are still going to have online events, apparently. They haven't really said what that's going to be yet. And also, like, for example, if, Tournament XYZ was a official Tekken World Tour event, then those people can still choose to have it. It's just the Tekken World Tour officiality bit of it won't really matter. It won't exist. And so this is a shame. Of course, I think we all saw this coming, but at the same time, it's still a shame to see it. I think with the riots and with the coronavirus, all of it, and plus they've already missed like half the events already. It's just set the thing off course so far that they felt like they couldn't do it. Now, unfortunately for Namco, this really puts them in a bad spot because everyone knows that Tekken doesn't have that great a netcode. There's been a lot of people saying that they need to go to rollback or they need something to make their netcode acceptable. Because, if you've played events, if you played a lot of matches and tourneys in person, and then you go try and play online, you'll notice there's a difference. There's a big difference. Tekken Online has some problems. And I remember when the game first came out on PS4, I couldn't even find matches hardly. Like, I would get online and I would go to ranked and hit find opponent, and I'd give it some decent criteria there for, a similar rank and within so many. And you just wait. Maybe I got one match every 10 minutes or so. It's much better on PC. I did move to PC with Tekken 7 and I love it. It's great. But it's still not perfect. There's still a lot of weird... sometimes you'll just have a bad round where the connection will just drop to red for no reason, and then, after you get hell sweep to death by the Kazuya player you're playing, then it goes back up for the next round. It's really strange. And then there's always the dreaded, syncing bug. Whenever you see syncing, you might as well just say that the match is over because that's what's inevitably going to happen. It's going to say it's syncing, but then it's just going to say the connection to the opponent has been lost and boot you back out to the menu. Very frustrating. And here's some more reason why that's bad for Namco. So this came out as well from Joey Quillar over at the Evo. He says, Evo Twitter, consoles for Evo Online. As you all know, Evo is doing an online-only thing this year in response to coronavirus. But very interesting is the list of games for this. Mortal Kombat Aftermath, Killer Instinct, Skullgirl, Second Encore, and Them's Fighting Herds, which I believe is a pony fighting game. Tournaments are region locked. You notice what's missing from that list? No Tekken 7. There's not even Street Fighter is on that list. Very interesting. Especially interesting is the fact that Mortal Kombat Aftermath is there after previously Evo said, no, we're not going to have Mortal Kombat 11 at our tournament. So, there was some discussion about, well, maybe Mortal Kombat got dropped because of sponsors or whatever. Maybe that's not so true. Maybe it had more to do with something else. I don't know. Maybe they thought that the player base and the viewership wasn't there at that time. But Mortal Kombat Aftermath's going in. I believe it has a little bit better netcode than Tekken 7, just in my personal opinion. I've only played Aftermath on console. I haven't tried it on PC. I know the PC version of NetherRealm games are always terrible for a year, so that's why I didn't buy it on PC. But Tekken is not here. So this brings up a lot of questions and a lot of, I don't know, there's just a lot of things I think for Namco and everybody else to think about. So, Tekken is, they're going to be side tournaments for it, I'm sure, but at least for online Evo this year, looks like no Tekken 7. and that's bad. You never want your game to miss Evo. Also, perhaps the reason why Tekken 7 is not at online Evo is because Evo knows that the Tekken netcode would not be sufficient to host a tournament, and it wouldn't be good. They're already taking a big risk on this online thing, because what if there are net issues? What if there's a server issue? And here they are with their pants down in front of thousands of viewers, watching a match between connecting to server and whoever the fighters are, right? So I think Namco really has to think hard about their fight code. The crowd has been like, implement rollback, we want rollback. I don't know if rollback would necessarily fix it. It might just bring another form of reasons to be pissed at online about, like you land an attack and then it rolls back or something like that. I don't know. I haven't researched it enough to know. But I still think Namco has to do something. They need to do something with their netcode. It needs to be better. I understand Tekken is probably a data-heavy game. There's a lot of stuff going on. But the netcode just has to do better and be better. And I don't know if that's something that's possible for 7, because Tekken 7 is old and that's going to require a major overhaul. Michael Murray has always talked about he dreads going and asking for more money from the Namco executives for a game that's 5-6 years old at this point. So maybe that has to wait to Tekken 8. I don't know. I will say that not being at EVO, at least on the main stage, kind of presents a problem as far as if Season 4 is happening. Where did they announce that? Did they just do the old, you wake up one morning and there's a trailer for it? Do they announce it at EVO anyway? Who knows? Maybe there's some more information to come. Maybe there's going to be some more EVO tournaments announced. It's hard to believe they wouldn't do something around the time of EVO, because that's when the most fighting game fans are going to be watching, assuming there is a Season 4. There's definitely something, because we know about those old DLC entries that have turned up in the Steam database. So there's something out there. They could come out later and just say, oh, it was just some system updates we never did, or something like that. I don't know. But it is kind of disappointing to see Tekken, at least at the moment, not on the main slate, and to know the Tekken World Tour is canceled. I was going to try to go down to New Orleans for the finals this year. I was going to make that trip, but now it looks like we won't be able to. Anyway, that's all the update I have for you today. If I find out something else, I will post it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay safe out there. Be healthy.